Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Some more great news today. Can anybody guess what it is? 10 points if you can guess what the great news is this morning. I will share with you. The only clue I will give you is it was revealed at 9 a.m. this morning. Just bear with me a minute. I've got some noise coming somewhere. Oh, it's okay. I could hear a noise and it's coming from another part of the house. Okay, so, some good news. Can anybody guess what it is? That was revealed this morning at 1 a.m. All right, and I noticed it and I'm very excited about it and I will report on it shortly. So if you've just arrived, give a subscribe and tap the like button. That would be very helpful to the channel if you wouldn't mind. All right, so what is it? Anybody guess what's the good news today? It's very, very good news, and we should have a green day today. And what we've got right now is a very, very slight trimming, very slight selling correction. Robinhood popped up throughout the night, but we shall see. We shall see. And no, it's not. It's not what you think, Mike. It's not what you think. Good guess, though. That is good news, of course. That is very, very good news. We got an unexpected flight, but it isn't that. It's something else. I wonder if anybody guess what it is. I'm just looking at the flights right now for Virgin Galactic. Let's have a look. Some information just coming in. Let me go on to the X account a minute. But we got some interesting news this morning, and it should mean we got a green day. Right. Let me write this down. We all know about January 26 SPCE flight, of course, but more exciting than that. Revised unemployment numbers. No, it's not that. It's the most important number of all. I wondered if anybody would guess it. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Let's have a little look. Right, I'll come to it in a minute. I want to see if anyone knew what it was. Happened at 1 o'clock in the morning. Virgin Galactic is down very slightly. We had a big pop yesterday because of the buy-in. Now, some of you said, I had some messages overnight to say it's to do with the flight. It hasn't. That news hasn't filtered through yet. I expect to see that today. We'll see. Let's see if I'm right. Palantir going down. Gold going down. S&P going down. It's great. What we've got now is a really good number. And as expected, as predicted, this morning we've seen sell-off of the overpriced stocks because we know the good times are coming. People want to take profit and buy it again. So Amazon is 3.5% in a week, which sounds lovely, but it pales into significance with the other stocks that I've got. But it needs to come down before I buy it, and I'm ready to buy it. I just can't buy it at these levels. That's partly why I cleared away some Enphase Energy last night. Apple, same thing, too dear. Next year energy up. Enphase Energy now is up 32%. So I've made, even though it only shows 2,140, I've actually made $6,000 profit because I took the money back out. Your average price doesn't come down, but your total return does, because that's what you've got left in the stock, right? But I've actually made $6,000. This is virtually all free money that sits here. Only a couple of grand extra. It's virtually all free money sitting there. So yeah, that's really, really good. But no, it's some news that no one's guessed yet. The sun came out. Bernard Foxon. Bernard Foxon is dead right. There you go. We've had a huge drop and unexpected. And it's like, how is it unexpected from the Prime Minister of England? How the hell This what worries me, quite honestly, about people that don't read balance sheets and numbers. It's not a surprise that inflation had come down so much. In fact, it completely surprised the UK government, which is beyond words. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. They were surprised, but then politicians are rubbish at understanding what the hell's going on. I know. I used to be involved with it. So anyway, let me read this to you. Let me put this out as a video. So what are we now? We're 7 minutes in. So 7 mins. UK inflation. This is really important. Let me explain it. Okay, let me bring it up here. I should probably go green for this video because the actual what I'm showing you is going to be very green. Okay. Let's bring that up there. And okie dokie. So this is what we want to share with you. Right. Breaking news. The best news. What is it? Is it Virgin Galactic about to fly? Well, that's one of the reasons. But no, that isn't the reason I'm here this morning. That isn't the big news. The big news should come as no surprise. However, it surprised the British Prime Minister and the Chancellor of the Exchequer. The Chancellor of the Exchequer in the United Kingdom, remember I'm from the UK anyway, is like your Fed, is like the Fed in the United States. The money man. It came as a surprise. What came as a surprise? Well, before I reveal what came as a surprise and give you the numbers and why we're going to have a really green day today, can you see I'm up 31% this month? Consistently beating the market, consistently beating Warren Buffett. Why am I up so much? But why is the overall markets down at the moment at the making of this video? And why is it going to go a lot lower, but not my portfolio? Like I'm immune to it. Like I've got a magic portfolio. Everyone's going to lose money apart from me. How is that possible? Well, it kind of exactly is what's going to happen. And what happened this morning at 1 a.m. shouldn't have come as a surprise, but it did. And once again, politicians and some of those who run companies don't understand, don't read balance sheets, don't study numbers, too busy having parties in 10 Downing Street to be aware of what's going on. Anyway, let me get straight into it. So have you tapped the like button? Can I reveal to you what is going on, why my portfolio is green, why we're going to get a green day, why this overall position is going to go red, and what caught out the British government? Well, let me tell you, this is what happened at 1 a.m. this morning. Annual inflation rate in the UK slowed to 3.9% in November 2023. Just so we're all aware, that does not mean prices are coming down. It means the rate of prices going up has slowed. However, it's a very significant number which caught the British government completely off guard. It's the lowest since September 21. It's the lowest since September 21, from 4.6 in October. That is a huge drop. Things are still getting more expensive, but the rate they're going up has slowed dramatically. Even though I'm very proud to be from the United Kingdom, it doesn't come as a surprise to me, but I am quite disappointed. And if, be honest, I set high standards, disgusted actually, that the Prime Minister, who is a money man, wasn't even aware. I was aware. You were aware. Everybody was aware. We know that inflation is coming down at a faster rate. If you don't know that, it's because you've not been doing the numbers. That's why I'm all in a margin. I put my money behind what I'm saying. The largest downward contribution came from transport, negative 1.5 versus 0.5. This is huge. These aren't little numbers. These are massive numbers. Mainly downward effects from motor, fuels, and to a lesser extent, second-hand cars, maintenance repairs, airfares. Other downward pressure came from prices for recreation and culture, 5.3 versus 6.4. That is a huge drop. namely computer games and admission fees to theatres and live music events. What is that telling you? What is that sentence telling you? And what we already knew, and why my portfolio is going to be green and the overall markets are going to be down. I'll come on to that in a minute. But remember that sentence. Remember that sentence. The sentence about computer games, admission fees to theatres, live music concerts. In other words, extra spending. Things you don't need. Things you don't need. We've been through this before. I lived through it when my theatre show got impacted by this. And food and non-alcoholic beverages, 9.1 versus 10. Huge. Mostly breads and cereals. Prices also rose less for alcoholic beverages and tobacco, 10.2 versus 11%. Clothing and footwear, 5.7 versus 6.2. And health, 7.4 versus 8%. And continue to fall for housing and utilities, minus 3.4 versus 3.5. And on the other hand, inflation was steady for communication, 8.1%, education, 4.5%, and restaurants and hotels, 7.5%. Annual core inflation also declined to 5.1, the slowest since January 2022. Right, now then, going back to what that actually means. Okay, so what we've got prices still rising. We haven't got prices falling. We've got the rate of the prices falling. This is huge. It means a pivot from the Fed is absolutely on the cards, but it's already priced in. So where do we go from here? How do we manipulate all of this if it's already priced in and the economy is behind the markets, which they always are, 6 to 12 months? What's important is we know the Fed rates are coming down. We know my portfolio is up 13 grand in a month, which is great, 31%. However, how do we make money from this? Well, first of all, politicians are rubbish. Obviously, they're rubbish. They were caught out with that. It was reported on Sky News that the British Prime Minister wasn't even aware of this, didn't even know this was going to happen. So anyway, it is what it is. The point is, and this is what we need to look at, we know the rates are going to come down. We know we are going to have a great bull run for another couple of years, as long as we control inflation, because it can always go back up again, but it's going down. We're not going to have a Paul Volcker. This is very, very different than the past. Everything about our economy is different than it was then. Banks have a much different strategy and structure and all the rest of it. And we've got new emerging economies that are going to drive the markets up, like solar, AI, space, and all these things. But you need to be in the right stocks. Let me explain what I mean. It's all very well saying up 31%. However, there's some bad times ahead. Bad times for the consumer. Remember, the consumer, the customer on the street, that person is not the stock market. Stock market is investing for the future of what comes next, whereas people on the street are going to say, we can't spend money right now because we're still feeling the pain. Even though you're saying the rate's coming down, the prices are still going up, and it's going to be felt at the shops. It's going to be felt mainly in these next few stocks. Let me share with you what I mean. If you are in space, Virgin Galactic, if you bought the bottom with me, you will find out probably today or tomorrow that this will start rallying over $3 to $4. We've got the flights round the corner, trim off this morning. We're going to cover, of course, the flights live on January 26th. As always, the only channel in the world that's covered every single flight. We will be doing that, and it could be a surprise. A celebrity could be in line. You're going to make money. You're not going to make money if you're in Palantir. It's got to come down. Too expensive. The S&P will come down. You don't want to be in that. I've already made money from it. I'm out of it. And I love it more than any other asset. Owning the S&P is always a great thing to do, but too expensive. And it's too expensive because of the mangs, formerly the fangs. Everyone buys these stocks because they think, I'll just buy it. They'll get caught out just like the British Prime Minister did. All surprise and all the rest of it. Amazon is a great business. Love to own Amazon. I've owned it. However, no matter how good it is, I'm not going to overpay for anything. And Amazon is overbought to a ridiculous tune. Okay? we have to buy it on a dip. Now, I'm not saying you can't buy it today and in a year you'll be up, but if you buy it today, you could buy it probably 10, maybe even 20% cheaper on the earnings. Why? Because no surprise at all, 100% to me, no surprise at all. And it shouldn't have surprised the British Prime Minister, but it did, and that's how it goes. No surprise to you at all that when we get the earnings, they won't have achieved on their earnings what the analysts will expect them to do. So, and we've seen it before, I've done it several times. In fact, I've done it twice before, got a 10 or a 20% drop in seconds. And that's where I would deploy $10 or even $20,000 on Amazon. I'm ready to go. Apple, we know, is getting resistance to its new phones. People don't want to pay the price. And we know that Apple are bringing their prices down on their lower models. We know that. So on the next earnings, they won't make as much money as they want us to believe is happening right now. That's why we cover the earnings. So you don't want to be in Apple. However, you do want to be in solar because solar was oversold. As you know, yesterday I cleared $11,000 of margin, made money on Enphase Energy, reduced my margin. This is where the money is. This is a 3x, and I made a video, even despite that, why I trimmed off the top, because I bought more than I should have done. Not should have done it. It wasn't a mistake, but I did it to lower my average. And when it popped up, I reduced it back to the right size to fit the balance of my portfolio. Very, very important for people to understand that. It's not that I don't think it's going to keep going up and up and up, but you have to exit at some point. And the point was I wanted to reduce my allocation. So you need to be in that. Coca-Cola. Need to be in Coca-Cola. It's still a reasonable buy because it's going to go to $70, $80. You've got those good dividends, Dividend King, defensive stocks. So when everything does sell off in January, February, which it will, you will see Apple and Amazon and the S&P go down. Coca-Cola will stay up. You'll also see J&J flatten out now. That's a defensive stock. You'll see Kenvue flatten out. In fact, it's been going up recently, last few days. Chevron, you'll see oil start to make money. So there are ways to still make money. However, the British government got completely caught out, blindsided, and they shouldn't have done. Too busy having parties in 10 Downing Street. So, and I'm okay to say that because I'm from the UK, and I would have been an MP if I'd continued to stand on my seat. I decided to turn it down, and my seat won, by the way. So I would have actually been a member of parliament years ago if I'd continued my path on that mission. But anyway, so there you go. We've seen today in the UK, we have seen today that the markets, the British government got caught out with how much inflation has come down. Of course, that's great for the UK. It's also great for the United States. It's another indicator that the markets are bullish, and they should be. We've got rates going to come down, no question about it. However, we want to be absolutely clear, 100% clear. You need to be in the right stocks because there will be a dip in the new year. And I am ready to deploy $10,000 to $20,000 to pick up those dips. Anyway, that's the breaking news this morning. The UK, United Kingdom inflation rate falls way more than expected. In fact, they wasn't even expecting it at all. So anyway, click above my head over here for all the links. Down in the description, you'll find all the links and my full alpha spread reviews and my Meet the CEO as well. We are now doing a series where I'm meeting all the CEOs from the New York Stock Exchange. They're all coming on the show as guests, and the playlist is there. Until next time, as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto, and most importantly, take care of each other. All right. That'll go out as a video later on. Let me get back to the comments. I missed a few comments during the making of that. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Bill. Morning, Steve. Morning, Steve. Isn't Sunak a finance guy? Yes, he is. That's the point. That's the point, David. That's the point I'm making. World shares hit highest in nearly 2 years. UK bonds yields tumble. Good morning, everyone. World shares rose to the highest since March 22. Thank you, Bill. Rate cuts. Bill is in the house. Our Santa Bill is in the house. And should we have a little look? Here's Bill. There he is. Santa Bill in the house. This is our retired war veteran from Canada. Lovely to see you there, Bill. Rate cuts, Octavio, good morning. UK politicians are having a spanking good time at 1 a.m. It doesn't involve some kind of inflation, and you could say hole in the economy. FedEx is down, Jojo S. FedEx is down 12%. Hi, Niels, says Niels. Hi, Neil says hi. That's what I meant to say. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tom is here. Canterbury Music Vibe. Tom, CMV Studio. How are you this morning, Tom? Lovely to see you. How are you? It's been a while. How are you, my friend? Do you want to call in live to the show? Pick up your phone. You don't need Discord. You don't need a device. You can be live on the show. All of my members can be live in the show. Would you like to be on the show? You want to call in? It's martynlucas.com/live on the website, and you'll need the password, and the password is, and I'm going to change it soon as we get the wrong type of person phone in. This is case sensitive. There is the password. Lucas AIDS, capital L, capital A, 100. Lucas AIDS 100. There's the password. If you'd like to phone in, be live on the show, you don't need any software, mobile, computer, iPad, Android, iPhone, doesn't matter. It all works. You can call in, be live on the show. It looks absolutely great. Love to hear from you. Tom, please call in. I'd love it. Or any of my members would like to call in. martynlucas.com/live. Be live on the show to the world. We'd love to have you here. All right. Kamala, good morning to you. Amazon, price target raised to 210 from 177 from the banks. Of course it is. Of course it is. They want everyone to buy it before they drop it. I am not buying it. You have to wait. Have to wait till the earnings. On the earnings, we will get a drop because they will not achieve the price that we are today. This is time to accumulate cash. But for how long? What are the signs of buying in again? Look, every good business is worth buying. And I mean, if you've got a good balance sheet, if you've done the analysis, all these great companies are worth buying. There's no two ways about it. Amazon is worth owning, no question. It's got a great future. However, all I'm saying is you can get a better deal today. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Hi all. Good morning, Ed Nevius. Good morning, Ed Nevius. How are you, mate? Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Mr. Mike. Salute. Ed, I need to speak to you today about exactly what you want to do with your competition anyway. Scotiabank rates end phase as hold. It's good to be here. It's good to be anywhere. Well, true. It's good to be anywhere. Actually getting time off for a change. Been busy with day job and music. Well, it's lovely to have you on the show. CMV Studio. Is he a member? No, he's not. You're not even a member of this chat. Why am I? You can't even call in. I don't know why I'm saying it, Tom. You can't even call in anyway. It's members only. I can't believe it. Why aren't you a member? We've got 360 members now, 13,000 subscribers, and you're one of our original members, and you're not. What has happened? There you go. There's the invitation. Sort it out. Mike, I'm happy if I wake up another day. Absolutely. Google moves as it plans ad sales restructuring. Yes, and Google is doing well, very, very well. But we can't just keep buying the ups and the ups and the ups, right? We've got to wait for the discount to come. Watch Sunak claim the credit for the slowing of inflation rate at the PMQs. Yeah, of course he will. Yeah, it's ridiculous. He wasn't even aware of it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, there we go. Right, so there's our portfolio. No surprise, we are very slightly down today because we've got Amazon. Well, I'm not in that, but we had a sell-off last night, a trim from Robinhood. We rallied up and then we sold off a little bit this morning. So we're just slightly red. But I expect a green day today. Yes, boss, we'll sort it. Sort it now. Sort it now. What are you waiting for? Can everyone tell? Everybody copy and paste. This is one of our original members, Tom, right? He's one of our literally gold members, bronze member, but gold badge. He's been here since the beginning, and he's for some reason let his membership lapse. He might have gone back to a newbie. He might have lost his history if he's been gone more than a month. I don't know. Tom, sort it. Can everyone copy and paste? Tom, sort it. Tom, sort it. Everybody, he was one of our very first members. He was here on day one. And sort it, Tom. I know. Come on, let's make him do it now. It's called People Power. The Lucas aids are on it. Tom, sort it. He was here on day one. He was one of my first members, and he's let his badge die. He might have lost all his history if he's been gone more than a month. I don't know. I don't check these things. I don't ring people up and go, hey, hang on a minute, mate. Have you still got membership? I don't ring people up. Bloody hell, Tom. Yeah, bloody hell's right. Bloody hell's right. Look at this. Space January. First flight list. Martini Racer. Have you got that? Bloody hell, Tom. Martini Racer. Can you send that by Discord? You're not on Discord, are you? Send me the information. Martini Racer has got 460,000 shares of Virgin Galactic. He's nearly as rich as me. He's nearly as rich as me, but not quite, obviously, as you can appreciate, right? So anyway, let's look at the overall balance this morning. We're at 72,000. Sorting it out. Right. You're sorting it out, are you? Right. Because you're a member of this channel, right? So you can send links in. So I'm going to give you Discord, right? It takes 10 minutes to get through security, and then you can send me links in. All right. You can be an active part of this channel. Otherwise, you're just sitting there with your 460,000 shares rattling around on your big private yacht, cruising around the Mediterranean, right? Which sounds great, right? Most people would go, well, that sounds quite good to me. He's got sports cars, he's got yachts, he's got 460,000 gazillion million shares of Virgin Galactic. Doesn't sound like he's got a hard life, really. No, he hasn't, but he hasn't got Discord. Until he's got Discord, which is more important than his yacht. Let's be honest. I mean, now we found out his yacht is a couple of inches shorter than David Beckham's. Doesn't count anyway. Right, let's be honest. Doesn't count anyway. So, because he hasn't got access to Discord, none of that stuff matters. We want to know about the names. I mean, I could research it myself, to be honest. I could research it myself, but I'd rather you do it because I'm lazy. I can't be bothered. Anyway, sort it out. I can't wait. I'm too excited. There it is. Look, you had your chance, Martini Racer. You're sitting around, messing around. Okay, on your yacht, right? So here we go. Astronaut 23, private astronaut from Ukraine and Las Vegas. Private astronaut from Texas. Oh, down the road from me. Private astronaut from Austria and private astronaut from California. You see, I wouldn't want to do, when I fly, I'm going to pick my guess. I'm not going to be like this. When I fly, it's going to be, hang on a minute. I'm taking Mike, Bill, Martini Racer. Who else is coming with me? Oh, we just got some breaking news. It's not breaking news. That's false information there. I just had some information come through to me that tried to manipulate the market, and it was a bit rubbish, to be honest. Anyway, bit rubbish. Don't worry about that. Right, let me get this up a minute. Right. We got to talk about this, haven't we? Should we talk about it? It's the thing that we rank for, number one in the world. We probably should. Yeah, Yeah, all right then. Let's talk about SPCE just for a minute. SPCE. I took some flat last night for this, so I'm going to do it. Where are we now? So 32 minutes. 32. Is Tom still not a member? No? Nah, he's still not a member. SPCE. Okay. Virgin Galactic, what's going on? Look below the screen here. I'm going to give you some predictions here, some price targets, some expectations. Is that a real thing? And debunk some nonsense last night that I got lots of comments about on my video. So Virgin Galactic, all of that information you're about to get in this video. But you know what? You won't see any of it or hear any of it unless you've tapped the like button. And I can wait. I live in this studio 10 hours a day. I can wait. Done it? Of course you've done it. All right. I can see right down into your house. I know who likes and who doesn't. All right. Okay. Have you subscribed? Okay. See below me on the video? Can you see it in the little screen below me down there? Look. Virgin Galactic. Now, what does this mean? And hang on a minute. Why is the stock price down? And hang on a minute. I thought last night it went up on this news. No, that's not the case. Let me explain, because people are going, I don't know what you're talking about. Have you been drinking or smoking this morning? None whatsoever. But I am obviously deliriously happy with my portfolio, breaking all records every day with over 30% up now in 30 days, and lots to look forward to next year. Anyway, Virgin Galactic. We are going to cover the flight live, but we're going to go even better than that. We're going to be there. Am I going to tell you exactly what I mean by that right now? No, I am not. I put too much effort into making these videos to tell you what I mean by that. You're going to have to watch out the next video. But all I'm going to say is we're going to cover the flight live and we're going to be there. That's all I'm saying. All right. Needless to say, I will be flying on Virgin Galactic at some point. Anyway, that's another story. I can leave you thinking about, what does he mean he's going to be there? Is he flying? What's going on? Right, let's talk about it. Last night, we had, yesterday, we had a good rally on the price. And I made a video and I said institutional buy-ins and blah, blah, blah. And I got some people try to be smart and clever and say, no, it's not. It's gone up because of this news. No, it ain't. Hasn't even happened yet. We've not had the price surge because of this news. This will come probably tomorrow night. Some today, Thursday night. We've got inflation today, just dropped in the UK, surprised the British government. I've got a funny video on that. You've got to go and check that out. All right, I'll give you the link for that in a minute. But Virgin Galactic 06 is going to be extra interesting. January 26th, we're going to cover it live, obviously. We're even going to be there. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'll explain that later. What do I mean by that? Anyway, let's go into this a minute and see who's doing what. Who's doing what? Who's flying? Well, we don't know who's flying yet, but there could be something interesting afoot. Astronaut 23, is it me? Is a private astronaut from the Ukraine and Las Vegas. 24, private astronaut from Texas, just down the road from me. Astronaut 25, private astronaut from Austria, and astronaut 26, private astronaut from California. Zaxate, could be Zaxate. The Virgin Galactic crew will be Nicola Pisayo and Don Alex. Great. Now then. We know all about this. We're very excited. You know, Virgin Galactic's going to fly. It's going to be brilliant. We're not going to cover all the reviews and read all of that on this video. You haven't got time for that. We've got the bell open. We've got the bell in a minute. We've got to make some more money, right? So we ain't got time for that. But the reason why Virgin Galactic went up yesterday was not on this news at all. It was because of institutional buy-ins. You can see it clearly if you look at the ledgers. Excuse me. You can see who bought, why they bought, blah, 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 blah. That's why it went up. Now what we've got now is got institutions trimming, and then we'll get the buy-in for this flight. Remember, institutions do not care about the flights. They do not care. Retail investors care about the flights. Retail investors get all excited about flights. They buy and they dump. Institutional investors behave a completely different way. Many of you have said to me, this stock is just going to dump. It's just going to go up a bit more and then it's going to dump. No, it ain't. It's going to go to $4 and then all the way to 10. Why? Is because 2 years, we talked about 2 years with the Delta fleet. Do you know how quickly that will come around? We're already a few months into the last time we said 2 years. The point is, we'll start get information on the next earnings of how it's progressing and the path to profitability or more profitability, because we know we're already on that path, will start being revealed and institutions will start wanting to pile in. So there's no doubt about it in my mind. It's why I haven't sold a single share. It's why I believe that the stock is going to go $4 very, very quickly, and then it's going to $10. And once it gets to $10, then we may get some dilution, perhaps. They don't need to, but they have the right to do that. And when I speak to some of the biggest investors on the phone, Andy Shovel, he believes that. I don't know what Martyn Racer believes. I spoke to Martyn Racer on the phone the other day, live on the show actually. He's got 460,000 shares. I think the general census of opinion for those mega retail investors do believe that we're going to get some dilution. It's their right to do it. Why wouldn't you? But it shouldn't bother you as an investor. It gives even more security to the company and their success. And if we get to 10 and you bought it at 150, who the hell cares if it goes back down to 9? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's still going to benefit you, the investor, anyway. So there you go. That's my thoughts on Virgin Galactic. Make sure that you do join us. Click above my head, and I'll give you that video of the UK government got caught out with inflation. No idea what's going on whatsoever. And down below, more links and stuff. And over here, I will post the flight. I will put the flight. We're going to be there live, but also there'll be a secret video, which won't be here just yet. It'll come later because we are going to be there. That's all I'm going to say. And if you can't be bothered to watch to the end of the video, like some of you can't, then you miss out. You miss out, and I don't care. I get people say to me that I know what's happening in this video by your title. You said they're selling, so you've sold your shares, right? Did you watch the video? No. I just read comics. I look at pictures. I look at the thumbnail. So if you've watched to the end of this video, you might find out what I mean when it appears down there. But it ain't going to appear just there, just yet. Virgin Galactic. Join us for the flight all the way to $100. Get yourself a mug. Prove it. All right? Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, we got a new subscriber there during the show. Look at that. Okay. Let me, Martyn Racer, I'll come to you in a second. I'll sort it out. Sorting it out. Bloody hell, Tom. Hi all, Buckaroony. Yes, we'll call you later today. Bloody hell, Martini. Bloody hell's right. He'll be dead by then, thanks. We'll all be dead by then. Bring out your dead. Hopefully not too late to go all in on hoods. Hopefully not too late. It's a Forex, so it's never too late to buy hood. Was it better at $8? Well, probably. You know, I mean, what do you reckon? But anyway, Martin just called himself lazy. I know lazy. I'd rather be Martin's version of lazy with all his gains. I have Discord. My phone just being slow. Martyn Racer. All right, let's have a check. Let me check. I'm going to check. I'm not messing around now. I'm checking. Let me have a look. Martyn Racer. Where is he? He's not in the welcome all. What has he said here? He said, I have Discord. I would rather ride the Graviton at fair 5 times than go in space. What's the Graviton? Hello, everyone. Zach. By the way, Zach, I haven't forgotten your video. On Discord, can't post on any of your groups. Martyn Racer, it's because you've not been upgraded. I've got to upgrade you. So what you've got to do, Martini Racer, I've told you this a million times. You see, people with yachts and people with Ferraris and millions of shares of Virgin Galactic, they never listen to me. This is the problem with these sort of people, right? Martini Racer, go into the Welcome All channel. You can write in the public channels. You can't write in the membership channel because you're not that important yet. You'll be that important in a minute. All right? So there is the Welcome All channel. Go in here. You can go in here. Hi, Martini, right? You can go in there. I love how he's Martin 1. He's trying to copy me, isn't he? Right? So you can go in there, look. You can go in there and write and say hello. Then I'll upgrade you, and then you will be able to post in my channels. But right now, you're not important enough. You've not been upgraded. So you need to sort that out. So go in there and sort that out, okay? Right? Now, if you've just signed in to Discord, then you won't even be able to use it for 10 minutes anyway. There's a timeout period for security reasons. This could be him now. I don't know his name. Somebody's talking someone's was typing in the chat there. Anyway, we'll come back to it. Oh, hang on. Who's this? So who is Louis Massinas? Who is Louis Massinas? Hi. I don't know who this is. Someone needs to tell me in YouTube who that is. Is that you, Martini? Who is that? I need to identify you before we end up upgrading the wrong person. Good morning, everyone. So just confirm to me who is Louis Massinas. All right, in the YouTube chat. Okay, I'll just reply to that, just in case you're now sitting in Discord and haven't got a clue what's going on. Let me reply to you. Reply. Please confirm who you are in YouTube chat. All right, there you go. All right, please confirm who you are in YouTube chat, because that could be Martini Racer. I've no flipping idea. I don't know, and I won't know until someone confirms it. All right. Okay. Good morning. Hi, welcome all. Martin has to upgrade you. That's right. Thank you, Niels, for explaining, and thanks for telling him. To say it's going to 4, then 10, the Delta ships is what make the company profitable. It's not built or even tested yet. Not for me right now. Chasing news. That's the point of investing. Chasing news. Are you going to buy it when it's $10? No, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because when it's $10, it will go higher. Nothing wrong with that. But I prefer to find stocks that are undervalued before they explode. That's what I do. Anyway, hi, our friend here today. How are you? Lovely to have you here. What's your native language? Okay, what do you mean? Here we go. What do you mean? I am at work. I just got your notification. Sorry. See, I don't know who this is. This could be a scammer. I don't know who this is. This is what happens sometimes. This could be someone just trying to play me. Sorry, I don't know. And they would know if they were watching YouTube. This is someone who's just trying to come in, get a membership, I think. Sorry, I don't know who you are. Please confirm on YouTube chat. And this is why I don't upgrade anybody until I know they are. Now, this could be Martini Racer, but it could equally be somebody who's trying to get into the channel, pretend to be me, and start manipulating people. It happens every single day, hundreds of times a day. All right, there you go. And they're saying, I don't know what you mean. They do know what I mean if they're watching the channel and they are a real person. Anyway, maybe they are. Maybe it's Martini Racer. And then I'm going to have to explain and go, I'm really sorry. But he'll go, I understand. I don't mind. All right. I'm a smart person. I've got a yacht and everything. I know stuff. Right, anyway, we'll leave it like that. It's not me, see? There you go. See? Exactly, it's not me. Exactly. That's someone there trying to play silly buggers. So Martini Racer, all you've got to do, you might have to wait 10 minutes, but then you'll come in here, say hello, and then I can upgrade you, and then you can leave links. So can you sort that out? Anyway, we've got 10 minutes to go before the bell goes. I got enough of this. CTL looking good so far. Hopefully be scaling out some today. I'm not buying. I can't say I can't buy Carnival. Don't like it at all. It's not me. There you go. See that? The moment I invited Martini Racer to go into Discord, you've got someone going, oh, I got your notification. I didn't send anybody a notification. No one gets a notification from me on Discord. Anyway, but there you go. Good morning, Michael Dew. Michael Dew, how are you this morning? All right, let's get ready. Green Day coming round the corner. Good morning, good morning. Virgin Galactic starting to move up. No one's confirmed who they are. No one's come into the chat. Yeah, you won't get me, you bugger. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go. We need to get busy with the fizzy. It's going to be a big day today. A lot going on. We've got more reviews to do. Are you ready? Good morning, Cherry. Cherry, how come your badge is still green? You should be like yellow or yellow now. What's going on? You ready? You know what you got to do? Let's do it. Let's get busy, folks. We got 86 watching. Virgin Galactic news hasn't affected the stock yet. That was something very different yesterday. 86. 50% of people are not signed in. So the most we can get is 45. We got 11 likes at the moment. Whoops, Daisy, I'm not showing you, am I? There we go. 11 likes. We got 87. So the most we can get is 45. Unfortunately, 50% of you are not signed into Google. You get put off when it says you need a channel. You don't need a channel. YouTube should change that. You need an account. That's all it is. People don't sign into Google. They can't set up. They can't comment. They can't chat. They can't do anything. Please sort that out. You're missing out. You ready? Okay, have you all tapped the like button? If you hit the like button, it will suggest my content to you. You'll receive my information. If you don't like what I do, that's fine. I might not like you either. I've got no problem with that at all. Please tap the down like button. I don't mind you doing it. We want the strongest engagement rate of any channel in the world. That's what we want. You ready? Let me refresh it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 11 becomes 43. Way over. Very, very good indeed. Have you got your Virgin Galactic to $100 mug yet? Limited edition, a limited supply now, running out. The black one's only limited number. If you want, you get yourself a Virgin Galactic to $100 mug. There it is. If you click on it, look, it brings up the mug just like this. And you too can have a Virgin Galactic to $100 mug. And I don't know why the internet is so slow this morning. Sometimes it happens. And when it comes up, I'll show you. Anyway, I'll come back to that if it decides to refresh itself. All right. Okay. Astronaut 23 is Lena. Borozdina, Ukraine and California. Astronaut 24 is Robbie Vaughan from Texas. Robbie Vaughan from Texas. Fan flippin' tastic. Franz Heider from Austria. I love it. Very exciting. Let me bring that back down there again. 9 minutes ago. Still waiting for my Mullen underwear. You ain't going to get it. I like it. It's not happening. Right. Okay. Can you, Mr. Martini Racer, can you go into Discord yet and share these links? I can't be writing all this down, mate. What is wrong with you? What are you doing this morning? Why don't you just put these links so I can copy them, use them, blah, blah. I'm not going to write them down on a pen. You might have time for all that when you're cruising around the Mediterranean, but I want you to write in here all that information. Once I've upgraded you, you can do it. Right now, can't do anything, right? Stop giving me the list. I can't write it down. Astronaut 25 is listed as astronaut 56 from the founders draw, which happened in November 29th, 22. Thank you very much. I love all this information that you've got. Very, very good indeed. Right, we've got researchers in the field. I'm loving it. What happened to Tom? Is he still here? CMV Studio. He's still here. Tom's still here. Are you... Hang on. He's got me on mute. Are you still here? He's still not a member. Cheeky sod. He was one of our original members. Comes in here, tries to get attention, tries to get on the show. Well, he didn't really. It was me inviting him, but, you know, same thing, really. I'm still waiting. The 10 minutes. Oh, I see. You're still waiting. You're still waiting the 10 minutes. See, even you have got to wait 10 minutes. I can't bypass that. I can, but I don't. I want to make you wait 10 minutes. I want you to really want it. Do you know what I mean? If you wait 10 minutes, you'll feel like, this is really good. I really want this service. You know, it's free anyway. I mean, it's free anyway. But like, you know, if I just say you can come in straight away, you won't appreciate it as much. You won't appreciate it. You'll get used to it. Right. Okay. We've got 7 minutes to go. I'm keeping my eye out for Martini Racer, the queen of self-braiding. How are you this morning? Hang on a minute. Is it Members Friday? I want to do something for the queen of self-braiding. Hang on a minute. Where is she? Right. I'm going to do something. I do this from time to time because I can. Right. Here we go. What we're going to do now then. The queen of self-braiding has been a member of my channel since the very beginning. Can you see she's got a gold badge? That means she's important. Not yellow, gold. Means she's been a member for at least a year. And soon she will have the coveted scarlet and red badge. All right? Now, listen to this. Queen of Self-Braiding is very supportive, very lovely. Does lots of good things for charity. She helps people out. She's nice. Nice person. Nice. If she wasn't a nice person, hello, Mario. Welcome to the show. I actually wouldn't do it. But what I'm about to do now is because she's a nice person. And this is how much of a nice person I think she is. She has a YouTube channel, and I made her a video. And I told everyone to go and watch it. And look, it was 7.9 times more popular than any other video on her channel. Queen of Self-Braiding, that shouldn't be the case. Look, my video is 7.9 times more popular than any other channel on the channel. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What is important though is she's on 532 subscribers. I want everyone to go and help my mate out, the Queen of Self-Braiding. There is her YouTube channel. Right? Look, I put it 5 times in the chat. I'm also going to give it to my guests on Kick. We got time before the bell goes. This is my Kick audience. Kick, go and subscribe to the Queen of Self-Braiding. There it is. Let me go into Rumble. I'm giving you a really good blast here this morning. It better go up, right? Rumblers, here is the Queen of Self-Braiding's YouTube channel. Go and subscribe to it, right? Let me go into LinkedIn. I'm going over the top now. It's over the top. Over the top. Right, Queen of Self-Braiding, everybody on LinkedIn. You've got her thing. What about my X account? What about my X account? You ready? If this doesn't move, I'm going to be very upset, right? So here we go. We're live today, and I will go into the comments on X, and I will give everybody on X the Queen of Self-Braiding's YouTube channel. This is what I do, folks. Don't ask me why. Just like helping people. Sometimes, I'm not always nice. Sometimes I get everyone to unsubscribe from you, right? So here we go. There is the Queen of Self-Braiding. That's my Facebook page. And finally, last but not least, the audience on Twitch. Right, we are done. Now then, shall we go back to her page? Let's see if it's moved. The queen of self-braiding. Has everyone done it? Paris Hilton. Martini Racer was listed as Paris Hilton in an older public list. The other three I can confirm. But Paris Hilton is flight. That would be good. Paris Hilton, Martini Racer. I'm going to use that. You ready? Okay, here we go. 532. 532 in 5, 4, 3, 2. It better have gone up. 1. 532 is now 533. Well, it went up by 1. That's rubbish. I want to get to 1,000, right? 533 in 1, in 5, 4. Come on, everybody. Help somebody out. Do something nice. The more love you send out, the more you get back anyway. It's like investing in putting money in the love bank. All right? 533. It was 522. Sorry, it's 532. 534. There we go. There's another one. All right. That'll do for now. I got to ring the bell. I've got to ring the bell. Now, that was me, Paul Knowles. So look, every little helps. It does. I'll come back to it in a minute. Don't worry about that. I'll come back to it and they'll be hell up. Right? Here comes Virgin Galactic now. Here it comes. Now then. I've just had some information. Paris Hilton. Right. We've got to do that. Have we got time? No. We'll ring the bell first, and then we will do that. That's good. I'm liking it. Paris Hilton. Buckaroony did it. Paul Knowles did it. There you go. I've done it. Thank you, Buckaroony. That's it. The real people did it. The nice people did it. Right, you ready? Here we go. The nice people did it. 534. Still 534. She got 2 this morning. Following Queen for almost a year now. Ed Nevius. There you go. Ed Nevius has been doing it. Now some of you might go, well, I don't want to follow her. I don't want to follow hair braiding. I'm a bloke and I've got no hair like me. I mean, I understand that. That's not the point though. That ain't the point. It's about giving love. Right. You ready? Time to ring the bell. It's going to be exciting. You ready? Watch Virgin Galactic go up today. You count my words on it. You count my words? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone, and let's see what happens today. You can sponsor the Sensei Bell. Put your name on the bell and your name below the video as well if you wish to do so. All right, let's see what happens. Virgin Galactic is coming up. I predict a green day today. Inflation has come down, but remember, in the UK, remember though, we've already priced in rate cuts. And that's the trouble. That's why we've had a really good rally. That's why you need to be taking profits. That's why you need to be buying the dips of the great companies that are oversold. My coffee's turned up. Let me go and let me get that from Leah. Thank you, Leah. You want this morning? Lovely. Cup of coffee in the house. Plug myself back in again. I hate the winter when I got to keep plugging myself in. How do I get live? I'm quite delayed. I will explain it to you. How you get live. Let me do this just for a moment. This is, I explain this from time to time. So, you're watching the show on a mobile or a computer, it doesn't matter. There's the video you're watching. See, that's behind me. That's behind. If you look here, it says live because this is not a premiere. This is not a recorded video. This is live. That's what the word live means. However, if it's grey, you're behind the stream. This red line here means it's a live broadcast. you're behind the stream. You click the live button. It's now turned red, and that red line has jumped all the way to the end. You are now 30 seconds behind. But you want to be even more up to date. You click the cogs. You click the cogs. You click back playback speed. Go 2 times. And now you're within 10 seconds of me speaking. Now turn red, and that red line has jumped all the way to the end. You are now 30 seconds behind. But you want to be even more up to date. You click the cogs. You click. And the reason why this exists, it's so YouTube can put on closed captions. That's why it's done like that. All right. But you can get around that because I actually have closed captions. Can you see? My videos go out in 14 languages once they're processed. Can you see that there? Look. There you go. All right. Now you understand how it all works. So you don't need to be behind the stream anymore. Let's go for our positions. A lot of people will be taking profits today. Don't expect a green day, maybe later in the day. Well, that may be the case, but not on my portfolio. I do expect a green day. I'm consistently beating the market, consistently beating Warren Buffett all the time because I buy the right stocks, not the overpriced stocks. This is my portfolio. I'm up 30% of the last 3 months. 1 month, 22%, when the market is only up about 5%. So I outperform the market and outperform Warren Buffett consistently. All right, so I'm only down, and remember I'm in margin, so I'm not actually down I'm not actually down as much as it says. I'm down 1%. In fact, I'm down 0.5% because it doubles. My rises are doubled and my losses are doubled because I am in margin, and I've just reduced the margin for that very reason, because we are going to get profit taking, but it won't affect my portfolio that much. All right, I'm only down in real terms 0.5%. Okay, Virgin Galactic, that'll be green today. Wait and see. Palantir, here we go. I've been saying for ages it's too expensive. I'll buy it when it's at 14. Gold, too expensive. The S&P, too expensive. I'm not in it. Amazon, too expensive. I'm not in it. It's going up. It went down a little bit, but that's not enough for me. Apple, too expensive. NEE, no, that's good. I'm in that one. Solar, I'm in solar. I trimmed off from Enphase. And I explained why in the video, why I did it. It's a very complex reason. I will buy Enphase when it goes lower again. I'll add to it. I'm still in Enphase. I've got all free money. This is my seed money now with my profit. There's about two grand extra, but other than that, that's all free money. I don't ever need to bother with Enphase anymore. I've got plenty. It's 8.8% of my portfolio. It's going to 3x. So I don't have to be concerned about it now. Coca-Cola is down very slightly, hardly at all. J&J down. In fact, I'm up, but I'm down very slightly today. Kenvue going up, so my portfolio is fine. Chevron is going up. Tesla is down very slightly. Rivian, too expensive. McDonald's, you can't overbuy land. I am up 6% now. I bought it when it went down. I started doubling when it went down 10%. That was its low. Google is great, but too expensive. Microsoft, too expensive. All of these stocks are going to come down. Walmart was oversold. I bought it. I'm now up nearly 3%. There you go, 2.75. I bought it for the dividends and the fact it was oversold. Tesco, too expensive. Tilray, rubbish. Robinhood, it's a 4x. I'm up now 48%. I'm not selling it until it 4x's. IonQ, good. It's got a long way to come down though. Too expensive. Rocket Lab, great. Everyone dumped it on the flight. Absolutely bonkers. They had a successful flight. Everyone dumped it. I'm owning it. I was down 80% at one point. I'm now down just 0.36. Very, very good indeed. So my portfolio, very, very strong. If we look at Bitcoin, up today, 3%, 44,000. I own it at 15,000. I don't own it on here. It's on my ledgers. I own it at 15,000. Polygon, I bought it at 33. I've got enough Polygon to pay my gas fees the rest of my life. Done. XRP, I bought at 38. It's a $7 coin. I'm holding that as well. So my portfolio is strong. I predicted it would be green. And remember, I'm only down 0.5% because it's doubled because of margin. All right, there you go. David Burrows. I hope that now explains everything. Okay, a lot of people will be taking profits. Not on my portfolio, they won't. Thanks, Leah, says Mike. Martin, I got my fuel cell energy review today. I got to get my fuel cell review today. Right, let me have a look. Who's on the list now? Right, Buckaroony. It's review time. Buckaroony, are you here? Are you here? Buckaroony, are you here? Come into the chat. Pat M, at Pat M. Pat M, are you here? Let me know you're not here. R3A, are you here? I don't see R3. Is Michelle here? Michelle. Michael Dew's here, not Michelle. No Michelle. Is Jonas here? Jonas, are you here? No. Is Church of Logic here? Right. Church of Logic. Buckaroony is here. Buckaroony is here. Okay, Buckaroony, I want to take you off the list. You may have already seen it, and I apologize if you've already told me. Your Polestar review. I did your Polestar review. There is your review, sir. There is your review. And share, copy link. You may have already said, but I had you on the list. Apologize if I've repeated it twice. Buckaroony, there is your Polestar review. Okay. Anybody else? Jojo S. No, I got the one market share because it just reminds me of my position. Anyway, review. What review we got next? My next review is going to be... My next review, looking at the list. It was nailed, mate. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so Patrick Toohey. Is Patrick Toohey here? He's next on the list, but Patrick Moritz, but I don't know what his ticker symbol is. If he was in the chat, I would do it. Is Omer here? Because I don't know what his is either. No, Omer's not here. So Paul Knowles is next. Sidhu. Paul Knowles is here. And John Granfor. John's not here, but Paul Knowles is here. So my next review is Sidhu, which is Sidhu Space. That's for him and John Granfor. I know you're here, and Fuel Cell will be next, but I can't jump it above John Granfor's because he was on the list. The only way I can jump it up is if you do a super chat. I can put it to the top. Otherwise, it's Sidhu, and then I will try. No, mate, it's Fuel Cell. Paul Knowles, it's Sidhu is first because John Granfor's has Sidhu. So even if you take your name off, it's for John Granfor. So I've got to do his review first. You can go above him if you want it first, but that's up to you. But I will do yours next. Patrick and Omer are before you, but they're just not here to confirm. I've been waiting 3 weeks. No, Martin, I've been here for ages. I know you've been here for ages, Paul, but you're on the list with John Granfor's for Sidhu. Then it's Fuel Cell, which is next. I can't jump. No, I was before John. No, you're not before John. You're not before John. I've got the list here. I can't change it. Can't change it for anyone. Paul Knowles. John is 2 weeks after me. No, yes, well, he's got other ones. He's got other ones, but this one is third in the list after Patrick and Omer. I'm looking right at it. Right, look. Here's me list. This is what I look at. Look. Here's me list. Here's me list. All right, there it is. All right, I don't make this stuff up. I am before John Martin. I swear, you are before with Sidhu, but he wanted that as well. So if I miss him out and go down to your one, I've missed John out, and I can't do that. It's got to be in order. Wow, Google flying. Google's doing great, but it's way too expensive. Thanks. David Burrows understands now. Baba pushing up. Let's go. Mullen will be delisted for sure. Mullen is rubbish. Dave Mittry's done it half a dozen times. Tilray rubbish. Time to just get rid of that market share mine. Buckaroony. Yes, I am here. Let's have a look. Martyn, have you done TSM? Let me have a look. Have I done TSM? Let's have a look. On the homepage of the channel, you can type it in and see for yourself. If I go to the Alpha Spread review list, you can look down and you can see Perrion, Polestar, Ford, Grab, PDD. What are you looking for? TSM. Figs, HOF, Disney, UL, Tech, NVEX, Luna, Coke, FQ, SYM. What is it again? TSM. Scrolling down, scrolling. TSM. Nope, there's no TSM on the list. So the answer to your question is, have I done TSM? And the answer is no, I haven't. Yes. I will do it now. Here is the list. I'll post it now on Discord. I'll put it on Stock News. No, General Chit Chat. That's where it belongs. I will create a channel for it. There you go. I've just posted it into Discord. There is the list. All right. And I can't do the top two because I can't confirm what they are, and they're not here in the show anymore, so I can't confirm them. Okay, Martyn, list off here. I had to do on the list 2 weeks before John asked. Yes, but then he wanted it, so I just anyway. I can't change it, Paul. Thanks, really great. TSM whenever you get chance. All right. I'm sorry, Paul. If I don't wish to disappoint you in any way. I've just got to stick to the rules, otherwise it gets chaotic. All right. Time for another review. We're waiting to see if we get our bounce. We will get our bounce. I've got no doubt about it. Okay, don't... Oh. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. David Burrows has just done a super chat. Here it comes.
TSM whenever you get a chance.
David Burrows has just done a $5 super chat, and he's donated it to Paul Burrows. So we will do yours next then. Yours now goes to the top because David Burrows has donated it to you. So what we're going to do is we'll do that. Maybe there's, I'm sure you're right. Maybe there's a confusion. I write it down as I do it. I make mistakes. Maybe I've made a mistake. Anyway, we're going to do it for you now because David Burrows has given a super chat and said, do it for Paul first. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here we go. This is for you. And then I will do TSM, David Burrows. David, can you give me the whole name, please? Excuse me, TSM. Give me the whole name of the company. TSM David Burrows. Very nice of David. Yep. So if you could give me the full name, David, so I make sure that we've got the right one for you. There are issues. The full list is on Discord. That'll be updated now. All right, there it is. Okay. Where is ABVI on the list? Where is ABVI? Tim Rogers, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 8 down the list. But the first 2, I keep calling them out and they're never here, so I can't confirm the ticker. I need the ticker and the business name to be sure I'm doing the right one. There we go. Brilliant. Taiwan's, oh, nice one. Yeah. Good business. Good business, that one. Very nice of David Burrows, wasn't it? Anyway, let's watch what happens for a minute. Did we ever get Martini Racer come into the welcome all? Did he ever come in? Aha! Hang on. Right. Martini Racer, is this you? Martini Racer. Is this you? Okay. I know it looks like it obviously is, but I have to do things properly just in case. And Martini Racer, can you confirm this is you? I'm very confident it is, but it's how we do things. We've got to keep things straight. He uses Reddit, by the way. That's interesting. Be careful when you're on Reddit. Yes, that's me. Right. The first thing I have to do is give you a nickname. It's Michael, by the way. Nice to meet you. We have to give you the same name on our channel as you are on YouTube so people know it's you. So it doesn't change your name for your name. It just changes your nickname for me on my server. All right. So we are Martini Racer. That way we all know who you are. Okay. So people don't friend the wrong person. Okay. Martini Racer. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing I do is you will get bombarded by friend requests pretending to be me. They are not me. Do not accept any friend requests from Martyn Lucas because they will not be me. I will send you a friend request now. Please accept it within 1 minute or I'll delete it to protect you. You can tell who the real me is. I've just sent you a friend request because the real me in my profile shows you that. Hang on a minute. The real me is, they have the same picture, even though it's low resolution. They have the same name here, but where they can't have the same is the username. Martyn Lucas, spelt correctly, is me. But also, you'll notice that I have the role of owner. They don't. So that's how you know I'm the real you. And I will never message you and try and sell you anything. So please make sure that you do that. Right, so accept my friend request before I delete it. There you are. You've done the friendship. Thank you. And now I will upgrade you to member, YouTube member, roles, YouTube member. There you go. You are now a YouTube member. So now, Martini Racer, if you get information like this that you want to share and be part of the show, be one of our research team, you can put it in the members only channels. We have stock news. I would say stock news would be the right thing. Crypto news, breakfast bar every morning. Every morning, pop on in. Say hello to Mike and the family. Oh, look at that. $100. He's got his beer mug. Lance Strength. Look at that. I love it. So anyway, every morning, pop into the breakfast bar. Let me put a like on that. I love it. Snoopy's back for Leah. Everyone's sending Leah Snoopy pictures. I love it. Look, there's another one. Wade Van Eysen. It's got his intrinsic values. Wade Van Eysen with his Virgin Galactic to $100. I'm loving that as well. I love that. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Nice pick. Let me do that. So you can come in here every morning, be part of the family, and what have you. Just a nice little gesture every morning. People come in, share their breakfast, called the Breakfast Bar. We have a little fun with the coffee and the breakfast. Stock news, suggestions for the shows, what have you. All right? All good. Now, I'm just going to privately share your message you sent to me privately. Hello, wave to you. There we go. We're now friends, and that's all taken care of. All right. Fantastic. Okay, now you've sent that information through to me. I will look here, welcome all, but if you can in the future, if you can in the future, send it to me. Send it to me on stock news. Right. Now then. Would stocks like NEE be relatively safe for stocks looking to grab a few more shares with today's dip? And we dipped today. Hang on. Virgin Galactic isn't really down much. It's down a little bit. Remember, my overall position is amplified. That's perfectly healthy, though, from yesterday. Palantir, gold, S&P, Amazon, Apple, next year energy. I'm not buying any more until it goes to my all-time low. I'm managing my risk. Yes, it is safe. It has a very good dividend too. The dividend is excellent. So I would say it's relatively safe, yes. The dividend here is 46 cents a share. Very, very good dividend. Very solid too. Wants to be known as a dividend king. Very, very good. When I last bought it at 51.50. So I'm not buying it at this price. I'd like to lower my average, but I've got a very big position of solar. Look, I've got 3.2 there, and I've got 5.8 there. So got $9,000 of this. So it's going to give me a very good dividend because I'm holding it long term, but I don't want to be buying any more. I know I'm 7% down on my main account and 4, but it's a good stock to own. All right, let's get on to our review. I think it's my fault, not yours. I've been mentioning as being in the top 3 for a week, but must be getting put back. That's it. Paul Knowles. Let's have a little chat. I knew it wasn't me because I got the list, right? But you should always be humble and say you're sorry and say it probably is me, but I knew it wasn't me. It's because people have been doing super chats. Yes, that's it. It's you were on the list. It's a free service as a member, but if someone wants to go to the top of the list, they do a super chat. I could have done your review weeks ago for a super chat. So people have been doing super chats all the time. So that's why. However, David Burrows has donated his super chat to you because he wants you to have your review. So we're going to do it for you in a moment, all right? Marius has just said something about Nicola. We've done a full review of Nicola. I can do it for you again, but you need to be a member for me to do a full review for you. This was my review of Nicola. I will be doing an update if anyone requests it. Let me scroll down, scroll in. Where's Nicola? Nicola. Carnival. There's Nicola. There. So there is the video. All right. If you want that full playlist, I'll give it to you, and you can go and check out all my reviews, including Nicola. All right. But we've got, I think, the CEO off to jail, so be very careful about that. Marius, thank you. You're very, very welcome. Right. I've got to get down to my members' reviews now. There is your review list, and you can go and check that out for all the reviews. We're doing 2 more this morning. I'm going to work extra and get it done. CCL drop, let's go. Puts printing. Marius, the way it works is I do a full up to an hour-long video to research stocks. I can happily do a new review for you. You have to be a member. There are many, many perks and benefits to being members. I give you back 20 times what you put in. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to sell videos. I'm the world piano man as voted by Elton John. I'm an entertainer. I'm here to help people. I go live 10 hours a day. And the membership is just so we can organize. It's not to make me rich. Giving me $2 a month is not what it's about. That's not what it's about. But I will do a review for you. And if you want it done straight away, you do a super chat and it goes to the top, and I will do it for you, and I will study it for you. And I make friends on my X account, my Instagram, with all the CEOs. I've got Invite the CEO series where I have CEOs on the show, and we will get to find out all about your favorite companies. Anyway, time for some more reviews. Let me just check where we are. The overall portfolio, we're going to do 2 reviews now, straight back to back. We are down at the moment, but remember, my portfolio is exaggerated because of margin. It's going to be green today. We're at all-time highs anyway, 72,200, and we hit 73,000 yesterday. Remember, I've got another 1,000 taken out for gold, so I'm actually at 73.2 now. We're at all-time highs, thereabouts, within a shout. So this red dip this morning is immaterial. It's nothing at all. Anyway. So let's do our reviews. Now then, a quick update. Time. $127. $127. SPCE up. Date. Virgin. Martini Racer. I just want, are you able to call in? Are you in a position to call in? I want to do a quick update before I do my review on Virgin Galactic Paris Hilton. Are you able to call in and be a guest on my show just for a moment? I'd like to get your thoughts on it as my biggest retail investor that's called into the show with your 460,000 shares. I'd like your thoughts. Are you able to call in just for a moment? Be on the show. Share me your thoughts on what that will do for the stock. If Paris Hilton is flying, I've got the image here that you sent in, and Are you able to call in? If not, don't worry. Doesn't matter where you are on your phone. Sure. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to make a very special short bulletin here. Paris Hilton. All right, so here we go. Martini Racers calling in. Paris Hilton. Let me line this up. Save image. Bear with me. I'm just going to prepare this. Save that. Okay. Oh, the Queen of Self-Braiding. You got 536 now. I can send the link. I can send the link. Yep, you can send the link. Great. Send it in to me. Send it in to me, please. Into links for YouTube before you call in. So I've got it all ready to go. Let me bring up that image a minute. Paris Hilton. Okay, this could be interesting. There we go. We'll line that up there. Okay, here we go. A quick update here. We're going to have a live phone in. We've got reviews coming up as well. We've got Paris Hilton there set. We got that set. And we got that done. All right, I'm ready for you. If you want to call in, I've got that Paris Hilton image, and you can just that'll do. I've got what I need. You can just explain to me what that is on the screen, and your thoughts as one of the largest investors as well, and we can go from there. So if you want to call in now, I'm ready, and I will use that. All right, Virgin Galactic just coming up now. I doubt if that many people have really noticed that yet. S&P, Amazon, Apple, NextEra Energy, Enphase, Coca-Cola, J&J, Kenvue, Chevron, Tesla. Oh, brilliant. The rebound is starting. Consumer confidence up. Home sales up. So if you got you should just better call in now. Martini, you've got the link, right? You've been there before, martynlucas.com. Do you need the link again? Is that what you're waiting for? It's martynlucas.com/live. I'll give it to you. There's the link. I don't know if you need it. There we go. And the password is LucasAids100. But it should already be saved, though, if you've done it before. There you go. Okay. Let me close that a minute. What do I think of Gove? Become a member, and I'll do a full review for you and answer and make up to an hour-long video for you. We're just standing by for. I don't want to start the review, and then Martini calls in the middle of it. So I want to do it. I just want to wait just a moment. There's how you become a member if you want to do that. Virgin Galactic is starting to come up. It would be a good time now to call in. Martini Racer, are you here? I'll have to move on. He is here. Are you calling in now? Just need to know if you're going to do it now. Otherwise, I'll move on and do it later. But Virgin Galactic is starting to go up now. I do anticipate a green day. We've got all-time highs. Again, we could hit $80,000 by the end of the week. 100,000 still could happen by the end of the year. Looking very nice. All my defensives are starting to take off. I think I'm going to have to move on, Martini, and do our review. We'll come back to that. I'll give you one more minute. Annoying Kramer sound effects. Bye, 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 bye. Yeah. I think we've lost Martin. He's in the chat, but he's not responding. So I'm going to move on. I can't really wait any longer. I don't see him anywhere in the chat or anywhere at all. So, oh, hang on a minute. We've got him on the phone. Let me put him in the green room. Guest one. Brilliant. Here he is. Fantastic. Guest one. Add right. Add left. If you can just mute your YouTube, please, Martini. I can hear it playing in the background. Oh, hang on a minute. Just wait a second. There we go. Brilliant. You're live on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest live to the show. We've got Martini Racer. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you, mate?
Good morning. I'm good.
Great to have you here, mate.
Good evening here, but
it's evening for you, of course. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do, thank you for calling in. I want to share a few things on the screen. It's happening all at the right time as well. So I want your opinions on this and, what you think about this and how you think it'll affect the stock. So let me just give you a build up a minute. Let me just do it and we'll make this out as a video for later. So here we go. We'll bring this up here. Virgin Galactic on the screen. Virgin Galactic. Paris Hilton, the flight, there we go. And the image that you've shared with me, let me zoom into that. We've got all of that. And we're just going to catch it right because the stock is just moving now. 137, 137, Martini. Okay, here we go. Right, perfect timing. I think we've got everything ready to rock and roll. Virgin Galactic special, and we've got a special guest on the phone. Could it be this fine young lady? Of course, Paris Hilton. What is this all about? As you can hear the laugh in the background. Is it Paris Hilton phoning into me? Well, you never know, do you? Or could it be something to do with the flight on January the 26th? Or could it be something to do with this? What is this? Well, let's get straight into it and let's discuss it. We've got a special guest on the phone, one of our biggest retail investors. In fact, our biggest retail investor ever that has called into the show. Martini Racer, great to have you here with 460,000 shares of Virgin Galactic. You alerted me this morning to some information about the upcoming flight, which we will cover live, and we're even going to be there. I'll bring you information about that later. But what is it about Paris Hilton that you think you know? What's going on there?
Well, they published this list, and they say we've got one passenger from California and Ukraine. I basically pretty much confirmed that. You can go to Lena's Facebook, and she is posting all about it. So that's definitely happening.
Yeah.
You've got Robbie Vaughn, who's from Texas. I've got to do a little more checking on that, but that seems to be a correct assumption that he, there was what they did it was called the Founders Draw, and they did it last year. And these were the names in this row it's showing up exactly the way is they published it in the news last night. But the big mystery is who is passenger number 56. Or yeah. And there's an even older list out there from, I think, from like 2016, something like that. Yeah. And Paris Hilton was listed as number 56. You've got some other names on there. You had Niki Lauda was listed as number 54, and he's since passed away in 2019. It's kind of a shame. I think it was that guy's dream to go to space for once.
Yeah.
But I would think that list would have stayed intact. His ticket wouldn't have gone away. I would think another family member may have assumed the ticket. But like I said, they did a draw, and then there were names that were listed publicly, and there were more high-profile names that were just listed as passenger number or astronaut number.
So it could be we could have Paris Hilton. We've got a slight issue with the sound there. Oh, you fixed it now. Fantastic. We've got a slight, so we've got a potential chance here of Paris Hilton joining us on the flight. This would be very, very exciting, of course, if Paris Hilton flies. I want to ask you, as one of the largest retail investors, well, the largest retail investor that I have spoken to on my show with 460,000 shares, and I will give everybody the link to that video. You can go and listen to the full interview with Martyn Racer on that video. But what do you think this will do short term and long term for the stock, if anything at all? What's your belief, if this is true?
Well, once it's really true and it's confirmed that it's her, I mean, she's got 16 million Instagram followers. She's got a huge following.
Nearly as much as me now.
I think it'll boost the stock quite.
Yeah. Oh, I think we might have lost his. I think we've lost our guest there just for the moment. We'll just see if we can get him back. But he was just about to say there that, he's back now with us. There we go. He's back with us now. Yes, you saying that you think it will boost the stock. I think you're right.
Yeah, but I think it'll definitely help the stock a lot. So
yeah, let's hope so.
Here. Things were perfect earlier, but
no worries. It's live, right?
Yeah,
no
it's
worries.
live, right?
You got the audio coming through again. We're having some. It's a live phone call. So. I think you fixed it now. There we go. So if you do manage to make contact with the other astronauts that are flying, do invite them. Send them a message, invite them on the show. I'd love to interview the guests. The astronauts would be fantastic. So we're very excited about this then. So only a couple of weeks away. Virgin Galactic is down today. I think that is perfectly normal after the last few weeks we've had. But trimming off from our institutions makes perfect sense.
A little pullback is healthy.
Exactly.
I expected that today as well. And I think it's going to go higher later in the day.
I do. And I don't know if you follow the stock as much as I have in detail, but we often find on the Thursday night, there tends to be something happen tomorrow night. So we'll look forward to that. But yeah, I thought today would trim back a bit. And like you say, it's healthy because you set new support levels, people coming in at higher levels, and it protects those of us potentially down in the depths of 157, which is where I bought it in. So anyway, as I've got you on the show, and you don't have to answer, but people have asked me. I've had lots of questions because you own 460,000 shares. I know your belief is when you get 100%, then you would trim back and get your seed money out, which is what I did yesterday, pretty much. Not 100%, of course, but I did that with my end phase. What is your average buy-in price? Do you know? If you don't know, it's fine.
It's because I've traded some of it already, but my average when I first had all the shares before I did any actual trades where I sold, bought in a little bit cheaper, or even I would sell and then even just buy back just to lock in some profits. It was 187 was my actual total average.
A lot of people get really tied in to this average, and they don't understand that it's not the full picture. It's just a basic idea, because when you sell a stock, the average doesn't move. It doesn't go down. It only goes down when you buy. And I often encourage people to write down or look at their history and create a file for their trade so they know what they're actually selling, because average doesn't really give you the full picture. It's very simplistic. Look at the stock.
My first 150,000 shares I bought, I have an average of 157 on that. I bought some in the 140s. Yeah, same as you. And those are the shares that I plan to keep. Yeah. If I can add to that, with doing the whole seed money pull thing, I will. But right now I could actually sell what I've got in my other account, and I would be writing those shares for free. So
exactly, yeah. Way to do it. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, and just in case anyone's got any doubt whatsoever, let me be absolutely clear, because I know we've got some very large investors and very small investors. If Martini sold 460,000 shares today, the share price wouldn't even ripple on a pond. So don't be concerned. By him saying that I'm going to trim, it doesn't mean it's all over. Trust me, it makes no difference at all. If he sold 460 million shares, maybe that would make some difference, but it'll make a difference to you in your bank account, but not to the stock. So don't be alarmed that one of our investors here is saying, I'm going to sell some of my shares. It doesn't make a difference at all. Same as if I sold mine. Makes no difference at all. But thanks for calling in. It's very exciting. What do you reckon? You reckon we're going to get Paris Fly?
I think it's about a 95% probability. Is my guess. That's what it's looking like. So,
yeah.
She was definitely listed as a person that bought a ticket. There it is, number 56.
Yeah, there
and then
it is.
You've got the founders draw, which shows that founders draw that happened in November 29th of last year. It was listed as astronaut 56, listed after those other three, confirmed astronauts that are going, and the places match up.
Well, the
places that they're coming from match up as well.
This is what. I don't think there's two elements to this. Retail investors want it. It's rock and roll. It's sexy. It's fun. Retail investors think this is the most important thing. And for them, it is. It's great. It's great for my channel. It's great news. It's exciting. It'll be on the telly. Everybody talk about it. But institutional investors, let's be absolutely clear. They are not buying this because Paris Hilton's going to fly, or they don't care less.
No, they're not.
Couldn't care less.
No, they're not.
Anyway, but it is exciting. Martini Racer, thank you ever so much for calling in. It's been an absolute pleasure again having you on the show, and thank you for sharing that information with me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. There we go. One of my mates,
Cheers.
Martini Racer, with 460,000 shares. Very, very exciting stuff. And we are probably going to get Paris Hilton on the next flight. What do you think of that? Leave me your thoughts and comments below. I did say, if you watched the end of the video, click up down here, over here. I will put you the flight where we'll be live. You'll get the flight over here. And I'll put a special secret video down here, which will be something to do with we're going to be there. What's going to happen? What am I going to do? It'll appear here when it's ready. As always, until then, Paris Hilton, hey? We'll see what happens next. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Thank you, mate. Now then, stocks are fine today. Little ripple on the pond. Virgin Galactic's preparing to break out. I can see exactly what's going on there. The S&P is up. Amazon is up. Apple is up. All the big bangs are up. Next year energy down slightly. End phase pulling back now. You see why I trimmed it. Very happy to buy it on the way down again. Coca-Cola. Source of funds, J&J. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about here. Nothing to be concerned about at all. Portfolio is very strong. So let's go and do it. Let's go and do some more reviews. Let's get to work. You can see my portfolio is 72,000. It's phenomenal. I mean, we were at 73 yesterday. We're doing great. We're not even remotely concerned. Right. Let's get down to more reviews. So, Paul Knowles, Fuel Cell. Time to do a review. We're going to do two. Fuel cell. Lining it up. Here we go. Okay. Now then, there's no dividend here. This is all outgrowth. FCEL. Fuel cell. So for the next period of time, never know how long it's going to take, I'm doing a video for one of my members. You too can have the same thing, fuel cell. Never looked at their website before. That's Virgin Galactic. It's Virgin Galactic website. If you've ever, it's interesting. Why have I not noticed fuel cell? Okay. This is my kind of stock. What's going on here? Right. Fuel cell news. Fuel cell energy news. That's very useful. We like that. We like that. Just preparing my review. Backtest portfolio. We'll put $10,000 in the S&P at 100%. We'll also put FCEL $10,000. We'll run that through our software. Okay, there we go. That's done. I wonder now, is it... Let me zoom in a minute. Let me have a little look. Stationary fuel cell energy platforms and that decarbonize power and produce hydrogen. Okay. I'm also going to add to that list plug. PLUG. Plug power. I'm going to do 3 back to back. 100%. There we go. Analyze that. Okay. So plug. Right. This is a very interesting graph. I like this. This looks good. Right. Okay. We've got that. We've got the news. We've got the financials. Right. Okay. We're good. It's time for another review. Harry Doon says, Paris Hilton calling in. You laugh. You laugh. You would have said that I wouldn't get an interview from a CEO from the floor of the stock exchange before, would you? Well, that happened. You laughed and said I wouldn't get 10,000 subscribers. We're now at 13. I've now raised it to 10 million is our target. You laughed that we've now got the 95% of the global investors, retail investors of the world of Virgin Galactic. People laughed when they said I wouldn't, I would rank number 1 for Virgin Galactic. Well, I rank number 1 now for about 10 different stocks. So people laughed when I said, when I started to say I'm going to tour the world as a piano man. I got voted as the world piano man by Elton John. Keep on laughing. I love it. Fuel cell chart is my heart rate looking at PLTR today. Been watching, I bet this is bad news. Been watching fuel cell for 3 years. How long are they working on your yacht? Says Niels. All right. Okay. Let's go members only. What's the time? Let's log the time. It is 1:54. 1:54 FCEL. There we go. I can now cut that from there. Cut and add it to there. Okay. If we've got Pat, M, R3A, Michelle, Jonas, or Church of Logic, let me know you're in, because I've got your reviews done, and I'll give you the link at the end of this. Okay. Me and Paris Hilton did a home video once. You might have seen it. I asked if she wants. Will I ask if she wants to call into the show? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay. Brilliant. That's funny. I'll give you that. I don't think she thinks it's funny, though, to be fair. But there you go. We think it's funny, but, just mere human beings, right? Okay, fuel cell. Here we go. Time for another stock review. We're going into the numbers, deep dive with a fuel cell energy review. Our reviews aim to be the most honest, real reviews online. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm here to go live up to 10 hours a day and share with you the most honest reviews possible. We use the most advanced algorithmic software. So it's unbiased, not sponsored by anyone. No analyst gets their hands on it and puts their interpretation of it. During this video, I'm going to share with you the news of fuel cell. I'm going to share with you a profitability score, a solvency score, the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the deep numbers, who's buying on the inside. I'm going to share with you their website, the latest news. I'm also going to share with you if we compare it to the S&P 500, and also plug might be an interesting comparison as well. All that's coming up in my video. It's a fuel cell energy review, and it's being made during a live show, so you might get people subscribe to the channel or even do a super chat or a comment. If they want to do that, it'll appear on the screen as it happens. But let's get straight into it. You can have a review done as well. You can also access the software that I use and get my membership for free with the discount that you'll get on our software. So it's there for everyone to use. I'll give you the links at the end of the video, and you can have your own review. Ask me to do a review for you if you're a member, and I'll make a video just for you, and you'll have it as part of our list, as our review list. And also meet the CEO. I invite all the CEOs. I have access now to all the CEOs on the New York Stock Exchange to be on my show to respond to these videos. And we had our first one last week, 2 weeks ago. Anyway, let's get straight into it. We're going to start nice and simple, and then we're going to get deeper and deeper as we go down through the review. So let's get straight into it. What do you think of this? Here we go. Have you all tapped the like button? Because, by the way, if you tap the like button, it ends up a really positive review, and it makes no difference. Just share it out to more people. Please do that. All right? Okay. fuel cell. We'll start by looking at the basic line chart, okay? A very, very basic chart over the maximum period. And we can see it popped on IPO and then been going flat and had some volatility. It seems sort of very, very dramatic rises and back down again. Anyway, let's have a little look at the overall and let's break it down by the 3 months. You can see how volatile this stock is. Jumps up and down. It looks like a trader's dream. However, let's find out what it is first of all. Let's go into it. Fuel Cell Energy engages in the research, development, and clean technology manufacturing of stationary fuel cell platforms that decarbonize power and produce hydrogen. Now, this is my kind of stock. I do like this, but I only buy stocks that have good balance sheets, they are proprietary, unique, they stand out above everyone else, and they are undersold, but they have a great future. That's what I'm looking for by doing these reviews. The firm's product portfolio is based on two electrochemical platforms, carbonate and solid oxide. I don't know why that's bouncing around a little bit. There we go, that's better. Show more information. Both platforms can support power generation and combined heat and power applications using a variety of fuels, including natural gas, renewable biogas, and hydrogen. The carbonate platforms can also capture CO2 from an external source, utilizing the flue stream of a power plant or an industrial boiler as a replacement for traditional air intake. I like the aim. The solid oxide platform can operate on pure hydrogen fuel. The company was founded by Bernard Baker. I invite Bernard Baker onto my show. I will reach out to you on X and Instagram. Please do follow me, and I will love to talk to you about your company. And Martin Klein in 1969, the year I was born, and is headquartered in Danbury, CT. The listed name for fuel cell is FCEL, Fuel Cell Energy. Okay, great. Founded in 1969, been around a while for such a modern concept. The year I was born, as I said, in Connecticut. 515 employees, a very small company for something that's been around so long. That's interesting. Jason B. Few, I'd like to reach out to you, get to know the mind of you, sir, and find out what you're all about. If you bought this on margin, as you can see, it's got 100% maintenance requirement, which means it's regarded as volatile and a high risk. Because if you're using margin, it requires 100% maintenance applied to it, so it's regarded as high risk. The lowest is 25% if you're buying the S&P or Apple or Google or whatever, but this is 100%, so it's regarded as high risk. Been around for a while, but it's not been public, of course, that long. We'll come on to that in a minute. The average volume, 19.4 million. So it's got some reasonable volume, not massive volume, but reasonable volume. Average today is 3, which is probably lower than average today. It's 9:34 Central Time. No dividend yield, of course. This is purely a growth stock. Price to earnings ratio. You need to compare that to other industries in the same sector, other companies in the same sector. It sounds like it's losing money. It is negative 5.54, but so it doesn't mean it's cheap because it's losing money or negative, of course. But you need to compare it to other industries, other companies in the same industry. It's a very small market cap. This one, 648 million. High today 149, 52-week high 436. So we will also look at how it compares to Plug and stuff like that. Anyway, what else have we got here? This is Morningstar's analyst ratings. I don't regard these as very accurate. A lot of analysts are paid and sponsored and have their own incentives. I don't have any at all. I make these live videos. This is being made during a live video, not to sell videos, not to sell trading programs, not to influence a stock, just to give the most honest, trusted information on any stock. And that's why I review everything for Alpha Spread, and everything gets placed there, every review. Whereas Bloomberg and CNBC get cherry-picked. All of mine get used because they're real and honest and genuine, and no one pays me to make these videos. The buy rating is 10%. Again, I don't take these as fact. We'll come on to a much more detailed review in a minute. Hold 70%, sell 20%. As you can see, with things like this, and I've said this many, many times before, Wall Street are not very good at analyzing stocks. In fact, they're rubbish at it. Wall Street are traders, in, out, gone tomorrow. They don't care about what might happen in the future. They're not looking at what your company might do in the future. They're looking at where it is today and what they can see written down in front of them. They can't imagine, they can't create, they can't see where the world might be. So they aren't very good at analyzing. Now, Wall Street is this prediction here, and this is what the company actually achieved. As you can see, Wall Street thought the company would do better than it actually did. Remember, the company doesn't set these expectations set by Wall Street, and then this is what happens, and this can influence the stock price. It's kind of a strange system, really. You'd think that the company would set its own expectations and see if it beat it, but I guess they could you could say that's manipulating the stock. They'd set a low target and always beat it, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that's the way the world works. As you can see, it's been going pretty much sideways most of the time. It had a nice little of Q1 or Q3. We had a potentially going cash positive and then back down again. We do know about Plug had a hydrogen shortage. I don't know how that would have affected this company. I'm looking at it for the first time live. But anyway, we can see pretty much where the earnings is going. Okay, let's have a look. Now then, you can see here, it looks like I used to be in Fuel Cell at one point. Didn't realize that. I was in at one point. Anyway, who does it share its investors with? This tells you who else is buying the stock. As we can see, Plug Power is in that list. So investors that buy Fuel Cell are also buying Plug Power. That makes sense. I understand Plug Power very, very well. I haven't, Blink Charging, I did a review on recently, very volatile stock. Don't know anything about Ideanomics or Workhorse, but I do know a bit about NIO. NIO is a Chinese manufacturer, very manipulated stock. I don't buy any Chinese stocks. Don't like the way it trades. Absolutely terrible. Manipulation's gone berserk. So looking at this list here, this would identify that we are going to have a volatile stock. No question about that. So that's what we're going to get from this. But that is just the way it is. Anyway, moving now, looking at the website, the news, and then some much more detailed numbers in a few moments. First of all, let's have a look at the website. The way it looks to the investor and the consumer, isn't it like Virgin Galactic? They've used the same color palette. You can tell here, as I design my own website, I can see, look, that's Virgin Galactic colors right there. Anyway, interesting. Fuel Cell Energy. This is how they look to the consumer and their investors. We are Fuel Cell Energy. Our platform help organizations transform their energy strategies while staying true to net zero commitments. Now, we know this is the future. We know governments around the world are all getting in on this. I do love solar. I believe it's the next it's the next explosive stock. The huge potential. Anything to do with this, I think, is most certainly what I want to keep my eye on. So straight away, I'm looking at this. At Fuel Cell Energy, we're helping deliver a more sustainable future by decarbonizing power and producing hydrogen around the world. Our platforms can help businesses and communities with power generation, carbon capture, hydrogen production, and energy storage. Okay. I wonder what happens if I start your journey today. What does this mean? Okay, here we go. Your net zero journey starts here. So very interesting. It's literally Virgin Galactic identical, isn't it? They're the same color palette. Anyway, let's see how they address the investor before I carry on. Implementation. No, actually, this is relevant to customer and investor. Implementation. FuelCell Energy implements facility improvements by assembling a world-class ecosystem of partners. We have a history of safe, smooth, timely installations through our developed relationships with design firms and licensed contractors. We offer complete project support, engineering design support, equipment supply and integration, construction management and installation, performance testing, and final commissioning. Okay, now we've got an idea of what the business is, right? However, can it make money? Is it worth an investment? Now we need to take a look at that. Okay, website's quite clean, looks good, like the mission, like the idea, but how does it stack up as a business? Before we look at that, we'll just look at the latest news. This was just out a day or so ago. ExxonMobil to build CAS pilot plant with fuel cell energy using carbonate fuel cell technology. We know how what a good business ExxonMobil is. I invest in Chevron, but equally ExxonMobil is very, very good. Let me just read the opening paragraph, and then I'll go on to the chart, the numbers. Rotterdam in the Netherlands, ExxonMobil affiliate Esso Nederland BV plans to build a pilot plant at its Rotterdam manufacturing complex to test a breakthrough technology that could significantly reduce CO2 emissions from key industries. Getting into bed with ExxonMobil would be a very good thing, I would imagine. The pilot plant aims to obtain data on performance and operability of the carbonate fuel cell (CFC) technology jointly developed with FuelCell Energy. Additionally, the pilot aims to address potential technical issues that may occur in a commercial environment and better understand the cost of installing and operating CFC plant for carbon capture. Not going to go any more of that right now. You can have the links and do more of that yourself. But if they are partnering up or doing some business with ExxonMobil, that definitely has my attention. Obviously, most certainly. So let's look at the numbers and see if we can invest in this company. Let's go to the top and let's have a look at the intrinsic value. Now then, you need to understand what the intrinsic value actually is and how it actually works. You can't just look at it and on its own. That's what the Morningstar review was, very simplistic. You cannot make an informed decision whether you should buy, sell, or hold a stock purely on the basis of the intrinsic value. You have to go a lot deeper than that. Anyway, best case scenario, as we can see, if we value the stock at $4.93. Remember recently we've had hydrogen shortages. I'm going to reach out to Plug, see how this might affect fuel cell. Also talk to fuel cell if I can reach out to the CEO, get a comment on that, see if we've had a supply issue, see if that's affected the price, see if that might affect the future price. But anyway, best case scenario. Are we in a best case scenario with interest rates coming down? Well, that depends if they are heavily in debt, what they're doing. Also, this news might not have broken through yet to the numbers from ExxonMobil. That could be good. Anyway, so if we look at the best case scenario, we're undervalued by 71%. However, base case is what's regarded as the safe option, and we regard the stock at less than negative 8 cents, so less than value, and that would be overvalued of 100%. Of course, worst case scenario would be 100%. So, but again, we can't just look at just this. There could be valuation traps and all kinds of things. Let's have a look. Now, there is no valuation trap. So we do have enough figures to to say that this is the valuation. It depends whether you are extremely bullish and you see, and we'll come on to it in a minute with the balance sheet and the numbers and how things might stack up in the future. But right now, it's regarded as of no value whatsoever. Hence it's negative, hence it's dramatically overvalued. Let's have a look. I mean, just because it's got a great mission doesn't mean to say if it's not funded properly or it has too much debt, mismanaged, can it make money and can it return a profit to me? Anyway, let's have a look. Let's go and look down here. Our last earnings call, which is Q4 of 23, this is what we picked up from the earnings, what was said at the earnings. And we cover all the earnings live for stocks that we own. Let's have a quick look at it. In their Q4 2023, the company's generation revenue slightly decreased to 8.5 million from 8.8 million year over year, while advanced technology contract revenues dropped to 4.3 million from 7.5 million. Not good so far, due to resource reallocation. I wonder if that has anything to do with the hydrogen shortages, which has now been rectified. At least it has for Plug. I wonder how the connection is there with fuel cell. Gross loss reduced significantly to 1.5 million from previous years of 15.2 million. But we've seen again with Plug a dramatic drop. It presented an opportunity. Maybe it does here. We'll look at the financials in a minute and see if this company is worth investing in. Primarily due to derivative gains and lower impairment charges, they ended the quarter with a backlog of about 1 billion at 5.7% decrease from October, largely offset by a new service agreement with Newell Green Energy. Cash and short-term investments totaled 403.3 million. Capital raising efforts yielded 100.5 million. They've had a raised money. They diluted the stock with projected investments for 2024 ranging between 60 to 75 million. The expansion of solid oxide manufacturing and molten carbonate facilities for carbon capture is ongoing, and plans for additional solid oxide electrolysis sales are set for phased development. The move towards commercialization of advanced technology solutions for hydrogen and carbon capture is prioritized, with a pilot with Exxon set for 2026. So this is a way off, but that's potentially the right time to buy a company like this. If its financials add up, this is on my radar. Okay, let's have a look at the financials. We can see that the most recent range, we're down 11%, but look at the estimation. That is an S-curve. That is an S-curve. If that all plays off, we're going to do well. Operating income, down 11% over the most recent range. Things improved and fell away. I beg your pardon. Here we are. Operating income is expected to rise very quickly. Net income is up 4% on the most recent range and expected to drop a little bit in 2024. Okay. Cash flow, minus 15%, coming on down a lot there. No projections there. Capital expenditure, it's an unusual one, this. Up, down, up, down. Normally you see a progression, a solid progression. That sometimes indicates a management issue. A management issue. What are we doing? Are we investing in stuff? Are we not? I don't like to see capital expenditure. 1 minute it's up, then it's down, then it's up. That's kind of, I don't understand that kind of business structure. Anyway, operating cash flow, negative 9% over the most recent range. Okay. Financials aren't looking too good, but expectations could be. And that Exxon deal, and basically you're betting on that Exxon deal, I think, at the moment. Right. Now then, this is what's important. If they've got a great deal with Exxon and it's going to do well in the future, it all comes down to the balance sheet. Can it survive? Has it got good profitability? Obviously, right now it hasn't. Has it got solvency, a good solvency score? Plenty of cash. Let's have a look. 945 million in assets. 381 is in cash. Third of our assets is in cash. That's good. Well funded. Hopefully its debt position is good. It can expand. It's got money. It's not tied up in assets which are not currently making any money. It's got cash to expand. That's good. Third of its assets are cash. In fact, just over a third of its assets, in fact, are cash. That's very, very good. Liabilities. Out of 186 million, half of that is long-term debt, 96 million. However, the liabilities, if you look at 95 million compared to your assets of 945 million, they've got 381 million in cash, which means they could pay off their debt tomorrow. But they feel it's worth having debt, like me using margin. They can make more money investing than they can just holding the debt. Okay, long-term debt is 51% of their liabilities. I don't like that. However, it's a small part of their overall business because they have plenty of cash. They could clear it tomorrow and reduce that. They feel it's not a priority to pay down debt. Many businesses feel that way, right? Particularly with rates going down. Right, efficiency. Now, obviously, the company's losing money. So we could compare this, and we probably should actually at this point, we should compare it. Gross margin, negative 16%. Gross margin, negative 16%. Let's do that. Let's look at Plug for the moment. Go back to Plug. Negative 16% on margins. If we look down here, negative 41% on margins. So that on paper, they're more efficient than Plug. And Plug have a much greater debt position. Long-term debt, 519 million. Percentage-wise, it's worse. So, and Plug's solvency score is 44. So let's go back now to Fuel Cell. Their gross margin is better than Plug's. And if we now come on to their fundamental score, 57. Less likely to go bust than Plug. And I like Plug. And I'm in Plug. Maybe I should switch to Fuel Cell. I don't know. Anyway, look, as you can see here, Fuel Cell is not going bust anytime soon. Short-term solvency is good. Long-term solvency is good. Negative net debt is good. Low DE ratio is good. All of that is good. So the company are in a good position. Maybe this could be a better buy than Plug right now. Anyway, salt profitability 21%. Return on equity is increasing. Exceptional 3-year growth. It's all about the growth. This is all about whether you feel this deal long term is going to come off with Exxon. It's certainly got the cash. It's certainly got the projections, and it's not going bust anytime soon. Right. Let's look at what Wall Street say. And again, rubbish at this. They're saying best case scenario, upside of 81%. That's a bit low considering it is so low. I would have thought if we're going to see things improve, but that is over the next 12 months though. So we need to be clear with that. 181, 25% upside, but they are also saying a 30% downside on worst case scenario if the Exxon deal doesn't come off or whatever, other macro conditions come up. Anyway, Let's have a look. Now, there's a link here. I'm going to give you the link at the end of the video where you can go and compare the competition to see how it might compare. This is interesting. Insider trading. Who's buying, who's selling on the inside. This is very interesting. What we see here is fuel cell. During the last 12 months, insiders have not bought any shares and have not sold any shares. That's good. That's good. No one's sold out. No one's given up on the company. You might argue, well, why would they at 146? But if it's been split several times, that's a bit misleading. The stock could have originally been a lot higher than that. Anyway, that's not the point. The last transaction was made on November the 24th, 2021, by Bishop Michael S., the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, who sold 55,000. That's nothing at all. That was 2 years ago. So there's been no insider action, buying or selling. Now, why I like that, you might say, well, wouldn't you like to see people buying the stock? I would after I've bought it. After I've identified it's a great company, I would. However, no one's been selling it or buying it. That's good. No one's been getting out of the stock. No one's been getting out of it. And no reason to buy it yet, which is why I want to look at buying it first. And then they buy it and then it goes up. That's kind of the way I look at it. Now, somebody mentioned in the chat, I don't know if it's true or not, but the CEO has passed away. I don't know if that's true. And the reason why I mention it is because capital expenditure seems to be as if management is all over the place. I like to see a steady plan. We know what we're going to do, and we're investing, then we get success, and then we cut back. I don't like this. This shows me potentially bad management. We're investing, we're not. We're investing, we're not. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion of the way I run a business. Capital expenditure should be a steady growth or steady decline as we grow and gain success. That's just my opinion anyway. Now then, this is interesting. Why on earth, if it's a good business, would you be shorting a stock that's already $1.46? That's the sort of thing you do with a scam stock like Mullen. It's rubbish. You're trying to drive it down. Interesting. 17%. Now let's put that into context. Anything over 20 is regarded as excessive, and with volume could be a short squeeze. There's not enough volume here. Let me go back to the stock right now and look at the volume today. And we can see that the average volume is 15 million and it's 4 million. So today average volume is low. I don't think it's going to become an average volume today. So the volume is low. So we've not got enough volume, and the shorting needs to be at least 20% to start talking about the potential of a short squeeze. So we're not going to get an explosion there, but so that would be a positive, However, if we've got 17%, we've got the stock pushed down. We've got people betting against it, driving it down for whatever reason. I never short stocks. I think it's an awful thing to do, but I don't mind anyone doing it. It's purely up to them, but it's not for me. I don't ever do it. But we do have a enormous short interest on this stock. There's no latest news. It doesn't seem to be getting much attention. CNBC was 2 years ago. No one's really talking about it. It's such a small company. It's not making anyone's attention, which is a big mistake. It's the small companies you should be looking at. We all know what the big companies are doing. That's why I like to look at all these reviews and study all these companies. Find the ones that haven't yet exploded. The last 90 days, 41% was positive news. This is where we use AI to drag in good information from what's being said in the media to determine sentiment towards the stock. Over the last 30 days, it's become more negative, up to 28% negative. Over the last 7 days, it's increased more negativity. Today, it's even more negativity today. 8 items in the news, and 50% of that is negative. However, 37% is neutral. We need to point that out as well. Okay, so now what we need to do is go and compare this to the S&P and plug. So let's go and do that. And then I'll give you my final thoughts. This is definitely on my watch list. With the cash on hand, with the deals that are potential happening, this could be for me the sort of stock where I open up $1,000 investment. And I lay down $1,000, and it's money I can afford to lose. I'll keep my eye on the Exxon deal. See how that pans out. Or any news on that, and it could be interesting. Anyway, let's look at this. This is how it compares if you do a back test. Now, why I do this is just before I pull the trigger and go, right, I'll buy fuel cell. It's heavily shorted. I'm looking at it now, actually, thinking 146, 117. Just going to show you the price action at the moment. It has had no rebound with everything else has moved recently. That deal is only 2 days old, and with a lack of news around, I don't know if many people are fully aware of the Exxon deal. No one's covering it. I'm the first one to do a review on this for a long time. We were as low as 109. It's got cash. It's not going anywhere. It IPO'd 23 years ago. Just thinking, I'm just thinking that I'm going to number of shares. Limit order. Limit price. Market hours. 3 p.m. 100,000. Buy. There you go. I just bought 500 shares during the making of this review, which I haven't done before, at 147. There you go. Just bought 500 shares at 147. Okay. Let me now go over to this review, back test here. If we look at the back test, if you put $10,000 in 2011 into the S&P, fuel cell, and plug, these would be the results. The S&P would have returned you $46,000, 4x. Fantastic, very, very good. Fuel cell, $10,000 would be worth $36. You would have made a huge loss. basically, I bought that because I'm buying the cash on the books. That's the numbers that speak to me. That's why I just bought. I've never done that before during a review. I've actually bought the cash on the books. In fact, less than. It's undervalued from that principle. Anyway, that being said, Plug Power, 10,000, 10,919. You can see Plug Power is in orange. Plug Power has been extremely volatile and come straight back down. Drew a lot of attention. Fuel Cell doesn't seem to have had any attention at the moment. That could be an opportunity. The cash looks good. The deal with Exxon looks good. The short interest is driving it down. And why you would short a stock which is already 146, I don't know. A bit crazy to me, but then people do that all the time. The S&P, you can see the blue line. So there's a comparison. So my job as an investor is to find stocks that are revolutionary, have a good balance sheet, have good management. But I am concerned because I would have gone in 5,000 if I'd thought it was all singing, all dancing. I don't like the capital expenditure chart up and down like a yo-yo. But the money they've got on the books, they're not going bust anytime soon. I decided to buy that. It's my kind of investment, my kind of technology. There's no inside selling, no inside buying. That's why I want to be the first. I'm not on the inside, but you know what I'm saying. I want to buy before people start buying in. And there's no reason to yet because we've got a bit of time to wait. Wall Street is saying 25% upside. High growth stock. Okay. Solvency score, that's what did it for me. They are okay. They're not going bust. The shorters are completely wrong. I wouldn't be trying to drive that to the ground. That's a mistake. But then that's what shorters do. I never short a stock. Anyway, my review. That's my thoughts on Fuel Cell. I've just bought $750 worth of it. Like what they're doing. Balance sheet's okay. It's an okay. I bought it. Click above my head and you'll find a link and below in the description as well. Up here on my website, all the links and below here. You will find the link to Alpha Spread. If you're one of my members, I will do a full review for you. It's part of the service. Also, if you are a member and you get Alpha Spread, you'll get a lifetime discount, which basically makes my membership for free, even a bronze level membership for free. So I don't know why everyone doesn't download Alpha Spread and use it. There's a free plan, or you can have what I use, the premium plan, so you can use all the features and you can use do as many reviews as you like. I strongly recommend it. I use it all the time. It enables me to become a valued investor, unbiased, real stuff. So I strongly recommend it. I use it every day. I've just used it there to buy Fuel Cell. So there you go. Over here, I'll put all my reviews, my full Alpha Spread reviews, and Meet the CEO series. I'll invite the CEO onto the show here to talk to me and reach out to them on X. And my X account is above and below as well. All right, there's my review on Fuel Cell. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, there's your review, Paul Knowles. That was given to you by David Burrows. We've got a great audience watching today. I want to thank everyone today for tuning in. Could I ask if everyone could tap the like button, please? It really helps the channel. We got 69 right now. Let's have a quick look. If you like my content and you tap the like button, it will show you my content. If you don't like my content, tap the down like and it won't show you anymore. And that's fine. I want the most engaged audience. So there you go. You ready? We'll refresh it in 10 seconds. Can we wake up Martyn with a speculative... you can wake Martyn up with speculative companies like these. Woohoo fuel cell buddies for life. Paul Knowles. You ready? Let's refresh the screen. 3, 2, 1, 69. We've now got 74. Thank you very much indeed. Absolutely brilliant. Virtually 100%. Fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. Let's see if we gain any subscribers today. We've had 420 through the stream. 7,200 views. What everyone's looking at is, no surprise, Virgin Galactic huge buy. There you go. 13,045. We didn't gain any in the last half an hour, but thank you very much indeed. Right. Let me read the comments. I missed a few. Let's go back to my main portfolio. Down slightly. Not worried about that. Oops, a daisy. I just flipping heck. Just deleted a page. There we go. Do that again. Bum 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 bum. I just deleted a page. Let me just fix that. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that. Thanks, Jenny. Subscribe, join the family. We are here to help everyone. That's right, Jenny. I enjoy this channel. I will look into it. Martyn, I bought 1,000 at 120. Let's have a look. Fuel cell, back to here a minute. I bought $1,000 at 120. Sold my space shares at 238. Trying to play the dips. Failed so far. We could be way too early. We are way too early for hydrogen. There's no doubt about it. Martyn, did your analysis pick up their ER from yesterday? Chris C. Martyn, did your analysis pick up their ER from yesterday? Chris C, what do you mean? What does ER mean? Martyn, did your analysis pick up their earnings ratio? What does ER stand for from yesterday? Fuel cell buddies for life, says Paul Knowles. They also have a deal with Toyota for the hydrogen vehicles. Thank you for that. Really great for long term. It's broken the 150 mark since August this year. Hopefully new support. Wall Street are rubbish at valuing these though. They are. Might not see anything till 2024. That's fine. Thanks again to David Burrows. Yes, earnings report. Right, earnings report. So what was the question? Martyn, did your analysis pick up their earnings report from yesterday? Which stock is that? Which stock are we talking about, Chris C? Remember, I'm reading these out of context. I don't know when you said that. So which are we talking about? Martyn, if you get a minute, can you have a very quick look at the short squeeze of Bolero Corp? They had their earnings yesterday. Who did? Fuel cell. Fuel cell, thank you. Yes. Oh, hang on. Let me go back to it. FC. EL. I just did it, didn't I? I just did the review, fuel cell. Yeah, the Q4 2023. This was the review, right? This was the thing here. Yes. There you go. Yes. Yes, it did. The answer to your question, did it pick up the earnings from yesterday? Yes. This was yesterday. This is immediate. Q4 23. There it is. There's Q4 23. Expected to lose money, and then they beat on earnings. Yeah, they beat on earnings. Yes, they beat on earnings. $118. Yes, and my software is showing you Q4 23. So yes, the question you asked me was, Chris C. Martin, did your analysis pick up their earnings from yesterday? Yes, it did. That's why I read it out. Q4 2023. Yes, it did. So I hope that answers your question. Right. And they beat on earnings. Bolero Corp, I can just show it quickly. Yes, of course I can. You want short interest? I beg your pardon. Short interest. I can show you that very quickly. Yeah. Bolero Corporation. What their short interest is. Their short interest is 82%. 82% short. 82%. That's like a GameStop. That's like a GameStop. Undervaluation base case. This is a quick one. We've got a huge short here. Best case undervalued. Okay. Does it stack up? Possible trap detected because we've not had it hit its numbers. 2024 Q1 increasing revenue. Okay, that's good. 3 billion, 2.8 billion, nearly all liabilities. Long-term debt, 2 billion. Oh, it's all in debt. That's why. Margins are starting to fall away. Solvency score, yeah, it's gone to mush, 13%. So that is an all-out. That is an all-out short squeeze potential. Well, not a potential. If you've got the volume, 100%. Let me have a quick look. That is BOWO. BOWL. BOWL. Bolero. What is it? Bowling centers. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Bolero. Down. $11.83. That's interesting. That's interesting. You can see there, look. That's the maximum position. If that has volume, that could short squeeze. Let's have a look at the volume. Average volume 1,188,000. It's 100% buy from analysts. I'd need to review the stock further, but anyway, you just asked me for a quick look, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, that's an interesting one. Chris C, no, our system is immediate. That's why it's the most advanced algorithmic software. That's why I talk about it. Or that's why I'm partnered with it. That's why I use it. No, it's very, very up to date. It was yesterday, yeah. Revenue missed analyst estimates by 2.1%. Earnings per share exceeded analyst estimates 6.8%. Revenue missed analyst estimates. But remember, analysts are rubbish at reviewing the stocks. That opened your eyes. Buckaroony. Yeah, it did indeed. Anyway. Okay. I need to get off. I'll come back to that. I've got to put these reviews out. I've got to make videos. We've got another review. David Burrows. Because you were so kind, I will do TSM this afternoon in the closing bell for you, but I need to get off now and put these videos out. All right, guys. So let's go back and do day trader of the day. Are you ready? Here we go. Make sure that you're up to date. What you do is you click underneath the video. Make sure you click the like button. Now you're up to date, and then click the cogs and go playback speed 2 times. You'll now be within 10 seconds of me speaking, so you'll be right up to date, all right? Do is you click underneath the video. Make sure you click the like. Right, that's how you do it. All right, here we go. Jude O'Choppen, I'm here to learn. Please make me financially independent. The only person who can do that is you, through research, study, and patience. And that's what we're here to do, but we can't make anyone independent. You do that for yourself. We can just give you the tools. Right, okay, here we go. Down, whoops-a-daisy, down 1.44%. Remember, my down and ups are exaggerated because of margin. Up 0.87, congratulations Chris C. Up 0.27, up 0.42, down 0.2. All the best everyone, thanks again to all. Pleasure, Paul Knowles. Thanks so much. You're welcome. I've done it now, but we've overrun by about 2 hours. So that's the thing. Anyway, who's the winner? Up 0.87. I think our winner is Chris C. Chris C is our winner. So let's congratulate him. Thank you very much indeed for your honest score. There you go. Time to get out of here. Let me roll the credits. And I'll see you all back for the premieres and all the breaking news and the closing bells and everything else. Marvellous. Bloody marvellous. Now, while you're waiting for the return of the show, because that's all we live for, right? This show, nothing else is in life's important. While you're waiting for the show, I've been spending a lot of time doing these events. Up 1,000,000%, Sensei. Yeah, of course you are. This is my Christmas playlist. If you want a Christmas song of me in my Christmas jumper, singing Christmas songs from my studio, please go and check out. I'd love your support. My music channel needs your help because I'm focusing on doing these live shows for you. I don't do enough in my Christmas for my music channel. So please go and pick on that playlist there. It's the music channel. This is my music channel. If you could go and do that and click the playlist, it'd be absolutely great. Jude, thank you so much for following me. Appreciate it. Join us here on YouTube. The main show is here on YouTube, youtube.com/@ Martyn Lucas Investor. Okay, yes, so here is my music channel. That playlist will take you to my music channel, and you can see all the songs that I did. I was voted as the World Piano Man. There's Elton John's jacket when I did Lion King. Phantom of the Opera, my Vegas showgirl, the big Vegas show, all the rest of it. So go and check out that playlist, and please do just let it run in the background and let it play your Christmas songs. It really will help me, because I spend too much time doing this show that I don't do enough on my music channel. Anyway, let's roll the credits. Time to get out of here. See you all back this afternoon. Stars of the show. We got a new follower on Twitch, Jode Achopin. Subscribers, Pedro, Mario, Super Chats, David Burrows. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto. Most importantly, take care of each other. See you back in a bit. Bye-bye for now.